Hey guys, welcome to Horizon Overland. In today's video, we're going to take a tour of a 2003 ninth generation Suburban. In my previous videos, I've been showing you and I've been working on 8th generation models. So this time, we're going to actually look at the newer models. This particular Suburban is actually very special. It's the 3/4 ton model, meaning it's the heavier duty model. And it's got one of the biggest V8 engines you can ever get in a production vehicle. So it makes it very unique and very rare in that regards. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. All right, guys, so here it is. This is, again, a 2003 3/4 ton four-wheel drive model. Now, the ninth generation Suburbans ran from the year 2000 all the way up to 2006, whereas the 8th generation, the ones that I've been working on, they were made from the year 92 all the way to 99. And you guys could see in my previous videos, I've only been working on 8th generation late model years, 1999s. So this one is definitely newer, and you could see the difference in the body style. It's much more bubbly and updated than the 8th generation models. Now, this one is, like I said, it's a 2500 3/4 ton model. The difference between the 2500 and the 1500s is that the 2500s are heavier duty. They're capable of towing more. They are built on a much stiffer frame. They have heavier duty engines and transmissions. And this one actually has the second largest V8 motor to ever go into a production vehicle. It has an 8.1 liter V8. I mean, that is a massive, massive engine. And it's actually, it's got the power to go along with that size. It has almost 340 horsepower and 460 foot-pounds of torque. Those numbers allow it to actually tow up to 12,000 pounds versus 7,000 or 8,000 pounds for the regular 1500 half-ton models. Okay, so starting the tour of the exterior, here you could see that it's in good shape. The paint is okay. There are some scratches here and there. So it could definitely use a good buffing job. The tires are probably about 70% tread. These are 31.5 inch tall tires with 16-inch rims, and you could see it's got 8 lugs, and the 8 lugs are usually put on the 3/4 ton heavier duty model versus 6 lugs on the 1500s. Another feature of the 2500s is these longer mirrors. The reason why they're long and they extend outwards is so you can see the trailer behind you as you are towing. And these actually have, I don't know if you could see it, like turn signal indicators inside the mirror lens. So that's really cool. So yeah, you could see it's in really good shape. The wheel on the back is missing the cap, the Chevy symbol cap right here, so we may have to order that from eBay or Amazon if we can find one. On the rear of the vehicle, you could see that it has the barn doors, which is really cool. This is your tow hitch with the brake controller, and the brake controller is actually in the front under the dash. Here's the rear of the vehicle. One thing I did notice in the back right over here is that it's dented. So there's a dent right here, and the exhaust also got dented a little bit. So yeah, and also inside the fender well is missing the inner lining. And also the running board seems to be dislocated right here. So it's kind of tilting a little bit down. But that's the only visible body damage that I see in the entire vehicle. There is a trim piece missing on this door along with the emblem on top of it. You can see that's what it should look like, and it's not on this door. So we're gonna have to order another trim piece, again from eBay or Amazon. But I mean, it's in really, really good shape otherwise. I did notice here in the front that the fog light lens is broken on this side as well as on that side, so we may have to replace both fog lights with newer units. And let's go ahead and show you the top here. You could see the roof looks really good. It's got the updated newer roof rack, which looks very easy to adjust versus the older ones. And then there is no oxidation or paint peeling on the roof, which is really nice. There is oxidation right here, so that may have to be addressed as well. So definitely needs a little bit of work on the exterior paint. And definitely we're gonna have to order some pieces and fix that dent in the back. All right, moving on to the interior, starting with the front. This is the LT model, meaning that it's fully loaded, and it has, this one actually has almost every option. We'll start with the switches here. You have your power windows, power door locks, power mirrors, but also you have memory seats, heated seats, and also adjustable foot pedals, which is really cool. So yeah, that's definitely something you don't get in your average car, the adjustable foot pedals. Here you have, your power seats, power adjustable seats. You could see that the leather is in really good shape. No rips, just a few age marks, but that's about it. Here's your four-wheel drive operation. It's a push button operation, just like in the old one, just different button layout. Your lights, now you have automatic lights that come on at night. The previous one did not have it. This is your cruise control. Here you have some steering wheel buttons for the radio, and this actually is voice control. So that's really cool that it came with it. Your buttons for the trip computer and various different information like MPG and all kinds of stuff, and that's actually going to display right here. So you get more information now with this Suburban, telling you your average economy, your trip, and all that stuff. So that's really cool. Here's your digital climate control. It's dual, so one for the passenger and one for the driver. AC works really good here. This is your stereo. It's a CD player. Also, it actually has the Bose sound system, and the speakers sound really, really good. The previous owner told me that they've replaced the speakers, and it actually sounds really good. Up here we will see the climate control for the rear, your garage controls, and your dome lights. And here you have your cup holders and just some extra space for small stuff for you to stow away. Two 12-volt two 12-volt outlets. If you take this one out, you'll have two of them, but this is a cigarette lighter. Back then they still had that. And in here you have more cargo areas to store some stuff if you need to. But I mean, you could see it's in really, really good shape. Oh, for the 9th generation models, for 2003, they offered OnStar as an option. What that is if you have a subscription with OnStar, you could press that button if you're ever in a really bad situation, like if you get into an accident or if you require emergency services. That's the button to press, OnStar. But yeah, I mean, I don't think this one has an OnStar subscription. Oh, also, speaking of subscriptions, in the radio you have satellite radio. You can get XM radio in this Suburban. It's actually programmed to do that, so you can do that if you want to. But yeah, you could see how much updated that the 9th generation is versus the 8th. Here you could see it doesn't have the bench. It has an individual captain chairs, if you will, or individual bucket seats. So this one actually seats 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7 in the back. But yeah, these seats actually, they do fold down. So you just do that, and then this comes down. You have to take this off, and when you do take that off, you insert it in here, and then it should fold like almost flat, not entirely flat, but it almost flat. And then here you could see the back area. And the really cool thing about back here is that it has a DVD player. There's a DVD player right up here. So the screen comes down, and that's your that's your DVD. It actually comes with a remote as well, so that's really cool. And then down here is where you would plug in your headphones. This control panel allows you to control the climate, the radio, and also, you know, listen to either your radio or the DVD, the movie that you'd be watching. So yeah, I mean, it's really cool. And then let's go ahead and move on to the back area. Opening the barn doors, you could see that the seat actually comes out. There's like, you do one, and then you do two, and then, you know, this whole seat folds down, and then you can take it out for more space back here. We're definitely gonna, you know, take out the seat for the build, but you know, overall, this is it's got more interior room than the 8th generation model. I mean, I'm excited because you know, you get a little bit more space than you do with the older one, and then definitely you get more updated features, you know, like the DVD and all the rear controls as well. So when you're traveling, not camping, you're traveling in comfort, and you know, you're definitely entertained. So that's really cool about this model. All right, so driving the 2003 Suburban 3/4 ton with the 8.1 liter. My goodness, that is a big motor, and you feel it too. I mean, oh my god, yeah, that is just torque for days. Oh Lord. Yeah, comparing that to the regular Chevy 350, it's a big difference, and you notice it. You notice it almost immediately when you put the foot on the gas. And I mean, not only is the acceleration great, the braking is actually really responsive, as well as the steering. It's a very comfortable place to be in. It's very quiet, feels very insulated in here. Also, you know, the suspension, there's no rattles or anything like that. This thing does have 143,000 miles, which is, to me, it's a 17-year-old car. It's less than 10,000 miles a year, so it is low mileage. So this one has actually been very well taken care of. But I mean, this thing's a beast. You know, it has the ability to tow up to 12,000 pounds, which for an SUV is very impressive. Usually you get those numbers in like heavy duty trucks, but you get that in a 7-seater SUV that is going to be converted into a camper vehicle, a solar camper vehicle. And I can't think of a better platform to do it with, you know, having the ability also to tow. But yeah, I mean, that acceleration is just, oh my god, it's addicting is what it is. Yeah, also I do have to say that it doesn't get the best fuel economy. I mean, you do have a monster of an engine in it, so the fuel is going to suffer, but again, you gain a lot of capabilities, you know, like towing. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and until next time, be safe and talk to you later.